Okay, all right. We're going to start. I've missed our read aloud. So we're going to do, this is the story of Jumping Mouse. And we'll probably read it two different times. We'll break it apart. And then you can listen to it whenever you want to. Okay. Once there was a young mouse who lived in the brush near a great river. During the day, he and the other mice hunted for food. At night, they gathered to hear the old ones tell stories. The young mouse liked to hear about the desert beyond the river, and he got shivers from the stories about the dangerous shadows that lived in the night sky. But his favorite was the tale of the far-off land. All right, now, before we go any further, let's take a look. Our cover, you can't hardly see the title. It's The Story of Jumping Mouse. It's a Native American legend retold and illustrated by John Steptoe. Okay? And guys, they said retold because this is a legend that was passed down. Okay? And a lot of these stories, they don't even know who the original person who started the story, who wrote the story was. They retell. Sometimes they do know, and they still have a retelling. There are lots of Beauty and the Beast books and stories. There is an original, then it's retold. Okay? So this is the story of Jumping Mouse. It is a legend. Remember, we're talking about Greek myths and legends. All right. Ooh, did I show you the picture? All right. The far-off land sounded so wonderful. The young mouse began to dream about it. He knew he would never be content until he had been there. The old ones warned that the journey would be long and perilous. Ooh, perilous. What do you think that means? But the young mouse would not be swayed. Okay, if it was easy, then he wouldn't have to think about it. So I bet perilous, that would be hard or dangerous. He set off one morning before the sun had risen. It was evening before he reached the edge of the brush. Before him was the river. On the other side was the desert. The young mouse peered into the deep water. Peered, that's a good word, isn't it? Instead of looked into the water, he peered into the water. How will I ever get across? He said in dismay. Don't you know how to swim? Called a gravelly voice. The young mouse looked around and saw a small green frog. Hello, he said. What is swim? This is swimming, said the frog, and she jumped into the river. Oh, said the young mouse, I don't think I can do that. What do you need to cross the river for? Asked the frog, hopping up the bank. I want to go to the far off land, said the young mouse. It sounds too beautiful to live a lifetime and not see it. You ever had a place you really wanted to go to? You think, oh, I'd love to see it. It was the Grand Canyon for me for a long, long time. Now I've seen the Grand Canyon. Now I want to see Niagara Falls. That's on my list of a far off land that I've never seen. In that case, you may need my help. I'm Magic Frog. Who are you? I'm a mouse, said the young mouse. Magic Frog laughed. That's not a name. I'll give you a name that will help you on your journey. I name you Jumping Mouse. As soon as Magic Frog said this, the young mouse felt a strange tingling in his hind legs, his back legs. He hopped a small hop, and to his surprise, jumping twice as high as he had ever jumped before. Thank you, he said, admiring his powerful new legs. You're welcome, said Magic Frog. Now, step onto this leaf, and we'll cross the river together. When they were safely on the other side, Magic Frog said, You will encounter hardships on your way, but don't despair. You will reach the far off land if you keep hope alive within you. All right, today or tomorrow, one of our words is quest. And it kind of sounds like magic. Jumping Frog is going on a quest. It said he's traveling and he's going to encounter hardships on his way. Okay? There's our picture. Jumping Mouse set off at once, hopping quickly from bush to bush. The shadows circled above, but he avoided being seen. He ate berries when he could find them and slept only when he was exhausted. That's a good word for really tired, isn't it? Days passed. Though he was able to travel quickly, he began to wonder if he had ever reached the other side of the desert. Have you ever been on a journey and you're going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's what he's thinking. He then came upon a stream that coursed through the dry land. Under a large berry bush, he met a fat old mouse. What strange hind legs you have, said the fat mouse. They were a gift from Magic Frog when he named me, said Jumping Mouse proudly. Snorted the fat mouse. What good are they? They've helped me come this far across the desert, and with luck, they'll carry me into the far off land, said Jumping Mouse. But now I'm very tired. May I rest here for a while? Indeed you may, said the fat mouse. In fact, you can stay forever. Thank you, but I'll stay only until I'm rested. I've seen the far off land in my dreams, and I must be on my way as soon as I'm able. Dreams, said the fat mouse scornfully. I used to have such dreams, but all I ever found was desert. Why go jumping around the desert when everything anyone needs is right here? Jumping Mouse tried to explain that it wasn't a question of need, but something he felt he had to do. But the fat mouse only snorted again. Finally, Jumping Mouse dug a hole and curled up for the night. The next day, the fat mouse warned him to stay on the side of the stream. A snake lives on the other side. Oh, you guys know how I feel about snakes. He said, but don't worry, he's afraid of water, so he'll never cross the stream. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to find the snake? Do you think, okay, let's think about that. All right, we're going to stop right here and we'll read the rest of it tomorrow.